Here with head coach Chad Kerr of the Lincoln softball team as the Blue Tigers get set for the 2017 season. Coach, give us just a general overview of your team this year.
Well, it's an exciting year. Last year's team, from the outside looking in, our record was not really well, but we made great strides over the previous year and actually doubled our wins. We, in my opinion, set a very good groundwork for the future, and this year is the first step of that future. Going to be interesting this year. We're a very talented team. We're very young. We have 6 returning players on the team and a returning head coach. And then everybody else is new. We have a new assistant coach and we have 8 freshmen. So, a lot hinges on how well the returners improve on the things that we task them with improving on, and a lot hinges on how well the 8 freshmen do this year. So a lot of optimism. The athleticism of this team, very athletic from A to Z, very athletic. Softball IQ is much higher than in the past teams. Very smart, athletic, talented team. The chemistry has been wonderful. Their work ethic, and very coachable. So we had a nice little fall, and really excited to get going here in 11 days, I guess, from today. So
you have 6 returners, few of whom won all MIAA honors last year. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting from those players this year?
Yeah, well, our 3 returning all-conference kids, junior pitcher Maddie Rager. She made great strides from her freshman year to last year's sophomore year, into the year with like 3 wins, I believe. She has worked real hard in the off season, and she has set herself up with what could be a real nice year this year. Hope McLeod will hold down center field again for us this year. It covers a lot of ground out there. Hope had a wonderful year last year, and I see her improving even more this year. For her benefit, we're probably going to look at her. She wasn't a true leadoff hitter last year, so we're going to probably drop her down to the 2-hole this year, which I think is better suited for her. But we're looking for big things from Hope. We have Tori Nienhuser returning. She was a freshman that we basically threw to the wolves last year. She played every game at shortstop. Had a wonderful year. Looking for big things from Tori this year, leadership-wise, obviously, and performance-wise. The rest of our returners are the 2 seniors. Macy Kinsey has worked tremendously on her athleticism, her hitting. She has set herself up to have a real nice year offensively. She'll play first base, do some pitching for us. Sarah Westhoff is the other senior returning. She could have a phenomenal year pitching this year. She's worked really hard as well. Kylie Kerr is a returning junior. This is her 3rd year of collegiate softball, and this is the first year that she's been 100% healthy. Her freshman year, she was recovering from ACL injury number 1. Last year, she really should have been redshirted. It was literally like 4 or 5 months after ACL surgery. She ran onto a field in Arkansas and started playing the 2016 season. So she is back to her normal speedy self and is going to do good things in right field. So really the returners have the same mindset and the same vision of where I would like the program to go, and looking for big things from all 6 of them, basically. So.
And then you mentioned that you had a very big recruiting class this year, 8 freshmen. Who are a couple of those that you're really excited about seeing?
Well, honestly, all 8. They all 8 bring something to the table, from one position that we lacked in last year, and the 2 young ladies that played catcher for us last year were not true catchers, and forever indebted to those girls. They played their tails off, but they were both outfielders that said, well, I'll catch, because we didn't have a catcher. So we've definitely shored up the catching position. We have 3 catchers on our team. Macy Marshall, a local kid from Dixon, Chelsea Kerr, another local kid, and Paige Parker. All 3 of them have looked really well. So that's going to be huge. Jordan Lawson will probably, she's the type of kid that can just play about anywhere. She's probably going to look at a lot of outfield time when she's not pitching. Lauren Morrow, local product from right here at Elias Catholic High School, they can all do multiple things. So, but Lauren can play some outfield, probably work a lot of time at third base. Delaney Patton is one of the premier pitchers in the area here, so a lot of her time will be on the mound, but she swings a real nice bat and can play third base for us. So they're all real talented. Mackenzie Livesay was originally a Division I verbal commit and ultimately signed an NLI, but there was a coaching change and she decided to stay in her backyard here. So her and Madison Strickland can do a lot of, will compete for second base time. So a lot of talented kids there. Don't think I'm missing anybody. I think that's all 8 of them. So hate to leave anybody off. They're all terrific young kids. So.
Well, what's it going to take for your team to compete day in and day out in a tough MIAA?
Well, kind of our theme this year is champions. And my very first meeting, I asked what the definition of champions was, and obviously the majority of them said, well, we win, we're champions of the MIAA, and I'd be perfectly fine with doing that, but our theme is I want us to be champions in everything that we do. Champions in the classroom, champions in the weight room, champions at practice. I want us to be champions every game, champions in how we act when we hit a home run, champions how we act when we strike out and don't have a good at bat. So, but what is it going to take? I mean, we're just trying to get better every day, and I know what the 6 returners, they know what the MIAA, which is the premier conference, in my opinion, in Division II, they know what it takes to succeed. So a lot of it's going to be, how these 8 freshmen react and adjust to this next level, because this is the real deal. And if fall is any indication, we started out rough on a Saturday, improved greatly overnight to a Sunday, and then had 2 weeks of work, and then our last Saturday doubleheader, we lit it up pretty good. So they've shown that they can make very rapid adjustments, and but statistically, we got on-base percentage needs to go up. We need to cut down strikeouts. All the normal stuff. We need more power. Pitchers need to lower their ERA, but we have the athletes this year that we can make the improvements we need to be more competitive and win a lot more games this year. So.
And then finally, obviously your goal every season is you want to win the MIAA, you want to make the MIAA tournament, but beyond those 2 goals, what are some other things that you are kind of looking for your team to achieve this year?
Well, we've always been really well in the classroom. We finished the fall with a 3.5 team GPA. I don't want that to taper off in the spring. It's no excuse that we're now in season. I'd like to continue that success. We're very active in the community and what we do with youth teams around here. We have a team impact player that we drafted onto our team, Carly Putnam. We have a student manager from Jeff City High School, Grace Davis. So we're engaging the community. I want to continue with stuff like that, but I just want us to be in a position to win every game. Basically, put us in the position, try to limit our run rule type losses. We're going to win games, we're going to lose games, but I just like for everything to be competitive this year. So Should be exciting. Should be exciting. I'm anxious. I'm just as anxious as everybody else to see what this team can do, and we'll find out in 11 days. So.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time and good luck this year.
Thanks. Appreciate it.